morning, everyone. Welcome back to CS Coins. I tried to get a $50 bag today. Already went through it. No silver at all. That was really a bummer. But I've got a penny bag here from the same bank, and it looks to be pretty good. I got a 41 wheat penny right there. I've seen a lot of wheat pennies just glancing at the bag here. If I were to guess, I would say there's going to be over 30 in here, just based on what I've seen just looking at the bag. It should be pretty promising, so I'm going to get into it, and I'll show you guys when I get it. This is a pretty good sign. I just pulled the bag open, and right off the bat, I'm seeing a couple wheat pennies. I think this could be a collection dump with how many I'm seeing in here. We got a 50D right here, and 55 obverse facing right behind it. So that's two. Haven't even pulled any out yet. I'm sure if I looked around in here a little bit, I'd probably find some more, but I'm gonna turn the camera off and show you guys when I get some more. So already I just sifting around, not even pulling a pile out yet. I got 3 more wheat pennies. We got a 42, a 44, and a 58. So that is 5 wheat pennies, and I'm not even really in the bag yet. We might get over 100, guys. I have no idea. I would say at least 30 or 40 in here, so I'm looking forward to seeing what else we can find. So first pile, I can already see quite a few right off the bat. We've got one here. This is a 57D. Right here, we've got another reverse facing. This is a 55D. I've got a 41 right here. And this one is going to be a 57D. Hopefully there's some older ones in here, but I can't complain with all these wheats already. I don't see any more right on the surface, but I'm going to be sifting around. I'll show you guys if I find any more. Right after I stopped recording, there's one of the old ones I was looking for, 1920. That's pretty awesome. So that puts us at, I think we're close to 10 at this point. We've got, yeah, that is 10. Wow. I'm looking forward to seeing how many we'll be able to find. So I'm still in that first pile, and I've got a few more finds right here. This one is a 53S. Got the wheat reverse right here. This one is a 1940. And we even got a King George. We got an old Canadian right here. This one is going to be a 51. That's awesome. I think we're on 12 or 13 wheats already and an old Canadian. I'm still working on that first pile, but I've got a second King George here. This one's also a 51. And I've got 3 more wheat pennies, a 51D. That one looks like it was dug out of the ground. A 57D and a 55. Look at that pile already. We're not even touching the surface yet, so that is pretty incredible. Second handful, and after a little bit of sifting, we are going to reveal quite a few more wheat pennies. There's one right here. This one is a 55D. And we got a few over here. This one being a 57D. A 58D. And this one is a 52D. So I will keep sorting through these, and I will show you guys if there's more. The last handful had one more wheat penny, a 57D. And we're going to have some more in this handful. I got a 48D right here. And I thought I saw one more. I can't really figure out where it went, but I'm sure it'll show back up. So I'll show you guys when I find that one. And oh, there's one right there. That might have been the one. 1936. Nice. We're into the 30s now. I think that's a ding there on the edge. I was checking to see if that was a cud, but that's pretty sweet. I'm sure there'll be more pretty soon, so I'll show you guys when we get another find. That handful is going to give us 3 more wheats, a 41, a 54 Denver, and a 1956. I think what I'm going to do from now on, after the initial scoops, I'm just going to give you guys a wrap up if there's common dates. But if there's anything old, I'll show you. I just don't want to be recording every single wheat penny because there are a lot in here. But I just pulled out another scoop, and we're going to have a 42 King George right here. That's our 3rd one, I think. That's pretty good on the old Canadians right there. It's another old wheat penny, 1920. And I thought I saw, yeah, there's one right here. This one is a 55D. And that's all I'm seeing right now. I'll just give you guys a wrap up of all the rest of the wheat pennies in here. But if there's anything really good, I'll bring you guys back. We're actually going to have a second King George in that scoop from 1942. as well as two 40s, wheat pennies, a 49D and a 44D. So we've got a huge pile of wheat pennies and old Canadians, and I'm still looking through this pile. That pile did have two more wheats. We got a 51D, and this one here is a 52D. I'd say at this point we probably have over 20 plus the Canadians, so we're off to a banging start, and we're probably not even a third of the way through the bag. Got four more wheats from the next pile. They're all common dates: 50D, 54D, 51, and this one is going to be a 55. It's a lot of wheat pennies. Got an old one in the next handful here, 1938. It's cool to break into the 30s again. And I also got a 56D. Looks like we have some kind of zinc error right here. There's like a raised line going around the rim. Not too sure what that is, but I'm going to pull it aside. And in that pile, we did get one more wheat penny. This one is a 46p. If my camera will focus, there we go. Looks like we hit the wheat penny jackpot right here. They're just everywhere. I got one right here. It's a 55D. We got one here. This one is a 1948. And there's quite a few more in here. I got a 56D right here. A 1945. 56D. There's a lot of Canadians too. I'll have to check these for older ones. There's an old Canadian right there, 56 young head. Haven't found one of those yet, only the King George. And that might be, oh, there's another wheat penny. There's a 58D last year. That's all I'm seeing right now. Besides this one, a 40, what is that, 48D. I'll have to sort through here. I'm sure there's going to be a couple more. So I'm going to, looking as I'm talking here, I got another one, 5060. But I'll bring you guys back and give you the rest of the wheat pennies in this pile, assuming there's more. I'm pretty sure there will be. This was a pretty unexpected find. I've never found a coin with a cut other than quarters on the years where they're pretty common. And we've got one right here on this 1982 going through Trust. That's a pretty awesome find. I don't find many penny errors, and that one is pretty sweet. So I'll take that, and as long as I got you guys, we did find 5 more wheat pennies in this pile. We got a 44, 56, 58, 51D, and another 51D. So I would imagine we have over a full roll at this point. I'm definitely thinking this was a collection dump. Got some more wheat pennies on this next handful here. And I also ended up getting one more in that last handful. That was a 53D. But right here we've got a 55D. We got a 46 right here. We got a little bit of a blazer here. This one's probably from the 50s. 5060. It's a nice one. There's one more right here. This one is a 44, and I'm sure there are some more in here. There's one right here, 57D. It's got some weird damage on his head. Somebody was, I don't know what they would even do to make that kind of damage, but I'm sure there's more in here, but I'm going to have to dig around a little bit, so I'll give you guys a little wrap up when I find more. There's one right here, actually, 55D. I'll get back with you guys. So I found 7 more. These are all common from the 40s and 50s. So I guarantee we have more than a roll at this point. But I brought you guys back because this one is really old. It is really damaged, but I think it's going to be probably from the early 1900s. Let's see what we have. That looks to be a 1911. It's too bad it doesn't have a mint mark in it. I feel like somebody was poking it over and over again with a knife or something. That's kind of unfortunate, but it's cool to get on a really old one like that. So we've got another King George right here. This one's a 1942. We've got quite a few of these so far. I think that's number 4 or 5. So there is one more wheat penny in that last pile, 46. And there's a whole lot in the next pile. I'm already seeing a lot of them. Not even sifting through it yet. 52D. 53D. Some crusty ones down here. Let's see how old these are. It's a 55D. Another one right here. 44. I got a 42 obverse facing right here. Be cool to get on some more old ones. I hope there's some more teens or 20s in here. I got one right here. This one is a 46D. And that's all I can see right now. I'll show you guys if I find anything else. Oh, we got a 55 right here, actually. I always try to wrap it up as soon as I spot another one. It's a lot of wheat pennies, though, guys. We might hit 100 in this hunt. Got 5 more wheats here, all 40s and 50s. And that is a big pile. I think what I'm going to do is just dump the rest out here. I don't have a whole lot left, but this has been a pretty lengthy hunt, so I'm just about ready to get it done here. It's getting pretty late, so hopefully we got a lot more wheats at the bottom there. I think the bottom of the bag here is going to be pretty promising. Seeing a lot of wheats right off the bat. 51D, 57D. I think I spot a KG back here. Yep, that's going to be another one. That is going to be a 1947. Actually, it has that maple leaf. So in 1947, I can't remember the exact story. I think they minted 1947 for 2 years. I believe it may have been 47 and 48. And the ones minted for 48 had that maple leaf. But I'll have to talk a little bit more about that at the end of the video. I know I remember reading about that at some point, but I can't exactly remember the story. But that's a pretty cool one. And there are going to be more wheats in here. This one is a 56. This one's a 45 right here. I'm hoping we can get another pretty old one out of here. Let's take a look. There's another one up here. This one is a 56D. I bet you there are quite a few hiding in the pile a little bit. I think I'm going to have to comb through these and get back to you guys when I find more. Thought I'd turn the camera on for another old one. This one's 1936. And we are going to have quite a few 40s and 50s right here. We've got, looks like a total of 9 of them, plus an old Canadian here. This one's a 57 Younghead. So this has been a pretty great bag. I mean, look at all those wheat pennies. I think when we count them out, we'll definitely have over 1 roll. It's possible we could have over 100, but I'm not too sure. So this has been pretty great. I think there might be more in here. I'm going to keep looking around. We're going to have 8 more common 40s and 50s dates to add to the pile. That is a lot of wheat pennies. I'm interested to see what the total count's going to be. It was a pretty fun hunt. That's the most wheat pennies I've ever found in one sitting. I ended up with 102 wheat pennies, so that was pretty amazing. And I did get some older ones. This one here is the oldest. It is a 1911. Pretty beat up, but you don't find early wheat pennies like that too often, so that was pretty cool. And I believe there's a couple from the 20s in here. There's a pretty nice one up here. This one is a 1956D. Always love finding those blazers. And as far as Canadians, I got a couple of the Queen Elizabeth, 1956, some of the older ones. This one is a 57. And then I actually ended up getting 6 of the King George pennies. That was pretty cool. I might get lucky and find like 2 of these in a bag or in a hunt. I've never found this many in one go. So that's pretty amazing. Very happy with the finds here. I also got quite a few of the 2009 commemorative pennies. I also pulled aside this 1972S. Look at the shape on that one. That is beautiful. And some of the oddities over here. A couple errors, a couple that might either be errors or weird damage. This was the best error find right here. 1982 with a cud going over trust. That's the first penny I found with a cud, so that was pretty exciting. And just a couple other odd ones. This one here looks like there's some weird die cracks going on. As you can see, going up to the O and God. Looks like there's some die cracks by N. One going across Lincoln's head there. So that one was pretty awesome. So that's going to do it for the finds. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure enjoyed going through that bag. That was a lot of fun. 2 full rolls of wheat pennies and then some. That is incredible. So if you guys liked the video, be sure to leave a comment. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Or if you're not subscribed, give me a subscribe. Hit that bell button if you're already subscribed to see my future videos. And thank you guys all for watching. I hope you have a great day.